Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever around the world. My name is Sifu Bryan. I'm an overpraying Mantis Comfort teacher with 30 years experience. It is the 15th of December 2020. Let's get straight to my weekly quote. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. Steve Jobs. Phenomenal quote, phenomenal. Yes, absolutely. I 100% agree. You must have the courage to stand by your convictions and um, to not allow the noise of other people influence your intuition, your belief. With all the things that's going on around us today, there's people that believe that there's a dreaded disease out there that's looking to get you, and then there's other people that believe, nah, it's just a cold. And I would have to say, and then you've got your people that believe in masks, people that don't believe in masks. So many different things that really separates a lot of people, and really we need to come together. We need to come together regardless of what we believe in or not, be you black, white, green, pink, orange, whatever. We need to come together because the people that are orchestrating this don't care. They don't care. As a matter of fact, they devised these separations. They've been doing it for centuries. Centuries. The Felician families, the Rockefellers, all these different powerhouse of families have matched us up against each other for decades. And from the information I'm receiving or that I've researched into, their time is over. These are now just the foot soldiers running through their program. But we've got to realize as a people, as one, that we're more powerful than these deep state members. So let me read this quote again. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. I think a lot of people have lost that inner connection with themselves, of who they are or who they really are at their essence. We've lost that connection with that higher being, that higher entity. We're more than what we appear. We're more than what we appear, and our intuition tells us before we even know that this is right, this is wrong, something don't smell right. As a fighter, as a martial art fighter, we develop these skills, and our intuition heightens through the martial arts, because through the martial arts it can do nothing but heighten your awareness, because that's what it does. It heightens your awareness even more, so when you're when someone is telling you the truth, or when someone is telling you BS. And from what I'm hearing from the government and so forth, there's a lot of BS there. But in the beginning, like I said, I didn't know, but my intuition said, that don't sound right. But I had no proof to back it up. But then as time went on, I did some research. My mind was open. I did not close off my mind. My mind was open. Your mind is like a parachute. It's useless if it's closed. So you have to keep your mind open. So my mind was open. I did some research, and the research backed up what my intuition, my heart was telling me, that these cases and all that is not true. It's not true. And I think deep down people know that. So when these vax comes out, be very, very careful and approach it with caution. Yeah, 2 people have already gone down in intensive care. The people who they were testing it on, I heard there was 3,500 children in India that died. I heard 100 students over here died. but their families are under an NDA and cannot reveal this. But I'm sure at some point it's going to come out. And we know that this is a different type of a vaccine, so we've got to be very, very careful. Now, of course, it's down to the individual, but trust yourself and trust your intuition. Trust yourself and trust your intuition. They've come out with this thing too quick, in less than a year. So go within, and on top of that, when you find the answers, research. The information is out there if you only look for it. As a matter of fact, you wouldn't even have to look for it. It's going to come and find you. That's how powerful intuition and having an open mind is, because we are spiritual beings. We're more than what we appear to be. So this is a phenomenal quote. I'm not going to keep it too long today. And another good news I heard was that the MPs have just voted to not punish people who does not take a vax. That is very important, and I'm in shock they actually passed it. But maybe they're very much afraid of the backlash, because I think there would have been a lot of backlash. But still, there are businesses that are still discriminating against people that maybe don't wear a mask, or but it's down to you to know your rights, and you should know your rights as a sovereign being. But that's a phenomenal news. So the tide is slowly turning, and I think more good things are going to happen in the new year. And people think, what do you mean more good things are going to happen in the new year? Don't you see what's happening? Yeah, I do see what's happening, but their time is over, and I'm seeing from the research I'm doing and from the information I'm receiving, more good things are going to happen in the new year. And I heard something over from Charlie Ward, and he was saying, that's one more bit of information, that the United Kingdom as a corporation was dissolved or liquidated in October of this year and was finalized last week. So the United Kingdom, which was a corporation owned by the Rothschilds, is no longer. Now the government, police, the military, the courts are technically unemployed, because their bosses, their previous employers, does not exist. So they are all operating illegally right now. So if they have removed the corporation of the United Kingdom, then that makes way for Jassara. And for those that doesn't know, you do some research on Jassara. There's a thing called Nasara Jassara. It's part of the reset. Yeah. And it makes way for that, which is phenomenal in that respect. Not the reset of the deep state, by the way, where they want to take away all your property and all that lark and give you no power. No. We're talking about the gold standard. So do some research into that. But as you know, or you might not know, everything is a corporation. The police is a corporation. The military, the judges are a corporation. The courts are a corporation. Everything is a corporation. You are a corporation. So the police will make money out of you by fines and all sorts of things, seizing your property. These corporations make money out of you. From birth, you've been traded on the stock exchange. Check out the straw man. But that's going into other things. But basically, everything is a corporation. If you don't know about it, do a bit of research into it. Look at the straw man and so forth. But it's powerful. If this is true, I don't know if this is true. Charlie Ward is going to check it out a bit more with his lawyers and stuff like that. But if this is true about the UK, the United Kingdom is no longer a corporation, then this is massive. This is big, because it paves way for common law and all that good stuff to bring these MPs to account for the genocides and for the misery they've paid upon the British people and the treason they've committed against the British people. And and if it's happened in this country, it's also probably happened all around the world, because all these deep state members act together. They act together. So that's good stuff. Good stuff. But I'll read this quote one more time. Don't let the noise of other opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. Most definitely, have the courage. It's not easy, especially if everyone is basically against you, or because of your opinions, they're against you. But if you feel it's right here within yourself, have that courage to stand by your beliefs. Have that courage. And I will say that with my students. Have the courage to stand up against bullies, to stand up against someone that feels has power over you. But this is the beauty of the martial arts and all, because it gives you that courage to stand up. It gives you that oomph to think, no, we're not having this. Because if the chips are down, you have to fight. You have to fight. And as a martial artist, if there's 10 people surrounding you, it's not like, oh my God, what's going to happen? You have to fight. And as for a praying mantis system, a praying mantis style, you have to fight. A praying mantis exponent never gives up. You fight until the end. This is our motto. Never give up. Have the heart of a lion and do not give up, regardless of what the situation may appear to be. And, I'm not going to go back into it, but there's always hope, and there is hope. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, guys. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Do your research. But this is a phenomenal quote. I'll cut it early today, but it's a phenomenal quote. Keep your spirits up and stay blessed. Take care.